Have you ever felt an ominous presence, a shadow lurking just out of sight? Picture this, the unseen terrors, the kind of horror that's not born from gory spectacles, but from the depths of your own imagination. These are the fears that shroud themselves in the unknown, the monsters that hide under your bed, the nameless dread that grips you in the dead of night. And there is a tale so petrifying that it could freeze the blood in the veins of the most courageous among us. We find ourselves in a quaint town, a place where time seems to have stopped. But don't let its charm fool you, for beneath its peaceful exterior, it's draped in an eerie silence. A silence that whispers tales of the unseen, tales of the unknown, tales that are about to unfold. In this very town lived a character whose story we unravel today. Our protagonist, a seemingly ordinary individual with an extraordinary fate. Meet our main character, a person of no apparent significance. A character as commonplace as the ticking of a clock, the rustling of leaves, or the hum of city traffic. They wake up each morning, pour themselves a cup of tea, and read the morning newspaper. Their life is filled with the simple pleasures and routines that many of us are familiar with. Yet beneath this veneer of normality, a chilling secret lurks. A secret that once revealed will turn their world upside down and forever alter their perception of reality. This secret, hidden under layers of mundane everyday life, is what makes the upcoming horror all the more shocking. It's the secret that will make you question everything you thought you knew about our seemingly ordinary protagonist. But as darkness fell, the ordinary turned extraordinary. The mundane turned horrifying. As the sun set, the protagonist's world descended into a night of unimaginable terror. The veil of darkness draped over the town, bringing with it an eerie silence that would send chills down the spine of the bravest warrior. The ominous hush was only broken by the distant hooting of an owl, a foreboding soundtrack to the night's sinister symphony. Our protagonist, once a beacon of courage, was now a trembling figure, his heart pounding like a drum echoing in the hollows of his fear-stricken soul. Every creak of the floorboard, every rustle of the wind seemed amplified, fueling his paranoia. The terror, once unseen, was now a horrifying reality that he could neither ignore nor escape. As the hours of the night ticked on, his fear was not abated. In fact, it magnified with each passing minute. The moon, once a comforting presence, now cast long, monstrous shadows that danced upon the walls, transforming the familiar surroundings into a chilling tableau of terror. His senses were on high alert, his mind playing tricks on him. Each whisper of the wind, each shadow that flitted across his window was a potential source of the unseen terror. The uncertainty of it all was perhaps the most horrifying aspect. The terror was vague, its source unknown, making it impossible to confront or comprehend. This was not a beast he could fight with sword or shield. This was a terror that gripped his mind, twisting his reality into a constant state of fear and anxiety. Throughout the long, torturous night, he was a prisoner in his own home, his sanctuary now a fortress of fear. The unseen terror had become his unwanted companion, a grim reminder of his vulnerability in the face of the unknown. The darkness had taken a toll on his spirit, his courage replaced with a terror that was now a part of his very being. When dawn broke, our protagonist was forever changed, marked by a terror unseen yet deeply felt. His world would never be the same again, for he had survived a night of unimaginable terror, a night that would forever be etched in his memory as the most gruesome of his life. The night was over, but the horror, it lingered. As dawn broke, our protagonists found themselves grappling with the chilling remnants of the gruesome night. The sheer terror of their experience had seeped into their bones, casting long, ominous shadows on their once ordinary life. Imagine, if you will, waking up each day to a world forever tainted by fear, each mundane moment echoing with the whispers of a nightmare you can't forget. This is the reality our protagonist must now confront. Yet this story serves as more than just a chilling tale. It prompts us to reflect, to consider the implications of living with such a horrifying experience. How does one cope? How does one forget? Can one ever truly escape? In the end, it's the unseen terrors, the shadows lurking just out of sight, that haunt us the most. They linger long after the night has passed, staining our days with the indelible ink of fear.